Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3450. Today's date is June 13, 2025. It's been almost like a night at 10:13 p.m. Okay. Yesterday I did record Artifact. Like basically from last couple of days I was kind of like recording Artifact twice, like early morning and after the dinner. Okay. Early morning I record Artifact is because of that ki it gets me clarity regarding about what I was kind of like a thinking. Okay. And basically is this thing na ki when I record Artifact in early morning, it gives me a lot of information. Okay, yeah, it added so much values while recording Artifact in morning. The intensity of recording Artifact in a morning is much more better than night. Okay, yeah, because during the night na you always have thinking about multiple thoughts and things like that. Okay, yeah, right now I'm kind of like a thinking about multiple things, so that's why I'm not really clarify. As also during the night it will get kind of like a lot of disturbance, like there is a kind of like a DJ is actually firing. You might gonna hearing this thing or not, but I am actually hearing this thing, so it kind of like a something interpret or kind of like add a little bit of disturbance while recording Artifact. But during the day there's nothing really at all. Like early morning it was kind of like a fresh clean slate, and you just have to express your thoughts and things like that, and you can express even more with very clarity of thoughts and things like that. Okay. So yesterday I did record Artifact early morning, but during the night, means last night, I didn't really record. Early morning today didn't really record, and I'm just recording right now. So it just feel like little bit of something like that key. I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to talk, so that's why. Okay. Another thing is that key, like it's really firing a hot, like legit hot. Like today's temperature is almost like 40 degrees Celsius probably. Yeah, let me check. Okay, yeah. So like the today's forecast is kind of like a saying is this thing is 37 degrees Celsius. Yeah, but it was quite hot, like legitly, like I am sweating every day, like I'm sweating entire day, like I don't know, my back is still sweating right now. Okay, so it is like a really sweat. Okay, yeah, it's not really that enormous heat that I was feel in the summer, but it is kind of like a something feel because yeah, it's not really that much firing sun, but it is kind of like a something cloudy without passing any air or things like that. So it's little bit of something really humid. Okay, and that because of this humid, it's kind of like a feel something sweaty, okay, and hot as well as probably. So yeah, this is kind of like a something that I'm entire day I'm kind of like sweating. Okay, yeah. Also there is a problem. Okay. What is the actually problem? Okay, yeah. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, so a couple of days ago I was kind of like a something join a program is like I'm actually developing my application. Yeah, legit, I'm developing application, like basically 6 months ago, sorry, a year ago, I was kind of like a simply developing my application by using the conventional way, means learning the coding and things like that. But right now I'm kind of like using AI agent, like I already talk about the AI agent. It was like a really amazing tool. Okay, yeah. So basically I just have to put the prompt regarding about what is actually the app that I want. It kind of like a make the app exactly that I want, legitly, with every functionality and everything. Okay, yeah. If I wanted to change anything, if I wanted to add this there, add this, that, remove this, remove that, it can do it like so well, so good. Okay, so yeah, still I'm at the beginning level. Okay, yeah. And basically is this thing, day before yesterday I just made the entire app. Yeah, legitly entire app with a login page, with a home page, with a profile page, with a recorder, with how does recorder work, everything. Okay, yeah. Problem is that everything is that is actually happened on the backend of AI agent. Okay, yeah. If I wanted to kind of like make it a concrete proof, I need a kind of like a file, Android Studio file, so that I would open this file in my Android Studio, so that I will be kind of like a somebody like a 100% sure that this will gonna actually work. And this is actually work, by the way. Like I already try. I already open up my application in Android Studio. It work. But the problem is that right now I don't really have that much information regarding about Android Studio, like what is actually dependency, what is actually the Gradle script, what is actually all those things that I don't know. I'm trying to know all those things. Okay, yeah. So right now AI agent can do everything, but still I need to know regarding about the information. It's not just kind of like a putting the prompt and it work. No, I just have to know about things about how does app development work. Okay, yeah. So I need to be kind of like a very much sure about everything that I wanted to do, and so that I would gonna implement on AI agent. Okay, yeah. And definitely AI agent is work really well. Okay, so yesterday I made an app. Tomorrow, like basically tomorrow, is I was kind of like simply working on how to kind of like simply the app that I make on AI agent, like AI agent make my app. I have to be use this app in Android Studio, so that I'm literally 100% sure that it will gonna work without error or things like that. Or if there is a error, then I am gonna solve that error through AI agent. So AI agent will solve that or everything error. But still I need to know regarding about the Android Studio, regarding about like a Gradle script and the dependency, what is actually that, and then Kotlin. These are kind of like a simply alien words for me that I didn't really knew about that. Okay, so I just need to know about those stuff first. Tomorrow I will gonna entire day I'm gonna work on that. Okay, yeah. By the way, let me tell you one thing, my working schedule. Okay, so basically I am a content creator. I am kind of like a creator content regarding about Photoshop, photography and graphic designing. Okay, yeah. So basically what does I actually do is that I just have to make my content, and actually I am actually uploading my content every single day. Okay, so for me, like almost like a year ago when I started kind of like learning about the Android Studio coding and things like that, I won't be able to continue that kind of like a classes, is because of that it was kind of like a some very hectic schedule for me, because simultaneously I have to handle the content creation too, and it was kind of like a something that I don't know, I can't juggle both the thing at the same time. Okay, but today or right now I'm literally comfortable regarding about everything, regarding about kind of like a creating content. Okay, like basically I can create two piece of content regarding about reels and photos every single day. Okay, and it's not really that hard for me, because of that I am created almost like a thousands of those designs and photography skills. Like basically I'm little bit of some sort of say that I'm little bit something expert, so that I'm actually creating two piece of content every single day. Okay, by the way, I'm kind of like a creating reel. Okay, yeah, like a vertical video. I'm not talking about the actual 14-minute long video. Okay, yeah. A 40-minute long video takes kind of like some even more effort. Okay, yeah. But my main kind of like a focus on vertical video. So I'm actually creating vertical video right now, and I'm creating almost like a two vertical video every single day. Okay, yeah, today I created two vertical video. So right now my work is done. So what exactly I'm kind of like doing, like let me tell you one thing, my schedule. Okay, yeah. So basically is this thing. Okay, today I created two vertical video, means two reels, two shorts, two photos and everything. Okay, yeah, I actually upload those photos on YouTube and Instagram platform with schedule. Okay, yeah, means like that today and tomorrow. Okay, so today I uploaded one piece of content, tomorrow I will schedule my piece of content. Means like that if tomorrow, like tomorrow I'm kind of like working on Android Studio, working on kind of like AI agents and things like that. So while I was working on AI agents and Android development and everything, while the video is already scheduled and it will gonna public automatically without even kind of like somebody being really hassle and it's nothing really at all, because I did it today. I did it today task and I did it tomorrow task. Okay, so then after tomorrow I will gonna make a two piece of content. Okay, yeah, it will kind of like a publish that day and day after that day. Okay, and day after that day I will gonna work on and Android Studio, work on my kind of like a AI agent and things like that. So this is kind of like a something I'm doing simultaneously with content creation with Android development. Okay, yeah. Why are you doing both the thing at the same time? That's a really good question. Yeah, it is essential for me. Okay, yeah, because like right now, yeah, like right now, it's just really essential. Like it's a really good question to ask. Okay, money is really essential. Okay, yeah, and right now I'm doing both the thing, like content creation and app development. Okay, but by both the thing, I'm not really earning any single amount of money, nothing really at all. So but it is really essential for me for the future, because obviously I have to make a app, because yeah, it's ultimate goal. But I have to be work on content creation too, because content creation is a kind of like a thing that I something somewhere at such a position that I might gonna earn within a year or within the next year. Okay, I'm not really expecting so much amount of money, but I would be expecting something. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So probably is this thing I will gonna earn some sort of amount of money from content creation within a year or 2 year. Okay, yeah. Now regarding about app development and things like that, I will not gonna earn any single amount of money from my app development for almost like a maybe year or maybe day after more another year. I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah. But dude, you are kind of like a somebody have AI agents now. They are kind of like a making the app. Then you make a app, then probably you will gonna earn money, because you just mentioned that you made the entire app in one day. So probably it will not gonna take that much amount of time. Well, reality is a kind of like a very different thing. Okay, yeah, you just yeah, like basically AI agents and everything can make the work in very less amount of time. That is true. That is definitely true. Yeah, but in reality, things might be very different. Okay, yeah, because you are not just kind of like a going through AI. You are going through multiple hassle. Okay, like whatever the content that you are creating through the AI, you just have to think about that. Ki, will it be work or not? Will it be kind of like a somebody people accept this thing or not? Okay, yeah, what kind of like a changes should I supposed to do it and everything? It is a lot of hassle, dude. Okay, yeah, and it is really matter to me to understand every point of perspective. Okay, yeah, so that's why it takes time. Okay, yeah. Like let me tell you one thing. I am creating content creation since 2020. In 2025, like right now, it's been almost like a 5 year I'm actually doing it this thing. Okay, within a 5 year I made a lot of mistake. I kind of like a change multiple genre regarding about content creation. Okay, I am blaming myself, but I learn from my mistake. Okay, yeah, and that's why I'm literally sure about what is exactly stuff I can able to do it. Okay, also I understand what is actually my potential and how much time does it really require me. I'm not actually taking any kind of like a sort of very impulsive decision regarding about I will gonna done this thing within a year or within a 2 year. No, nothing like at all. Even if I have AI agents and even if I make an app and things like that, I will gonna face a lot of problems. Okay, because there are millions of apps are available in the Play Store and Apple App Store and everything here. Okay, yeah. What makes kind of like something very different than yeah, it's not only just my idea, but it's kind of like a something that how do I supposed to publish or yeah, it's a very different thing, dude. It's a very different game. Okay, yeah. Developing app doesn't mean that ki you just kind of like a something like rich and things like that. No, or no, consider yourself a Mark Zuckerberg. No, nothing like that. It's a lot of thing. Okay, yeah, you just have to hassle the multiple things and everything. So and right now I'm not really have that much aware of all that thing like a business related questions. So that's why I'm actually asking those business related questions to myself, so that I would be aware of all those situations that I will gonna face in the future. Okay, so this is right, this is kind of like something really important for me, for my business and for my everything. Okay, for my existence. So that's why I'm kind of like putting all those effort and things like that. Okay, yeah. And from realistic point of perspective, I'm kind of like giving them projection that ki like even if I will made my entire app within a day, but still in a real life it took me it will gonna make me almost like a maybe year or 2 year. Okay, yeah. And then after that I will have to figure it out, how do I supposed to publish to the people, how do I supposed to convince people to record the artifact and things like that. And as also that like a application, or everything is kind of like a simply fill up that expectation or not. It is a lot of things. Okay, yeah, it took a lot of years of investment, and I am willing to able to do that thing. Okay, yeah, because it is my ultimate goal. Okay, yeah, content creation is also, yeah, definitely, because money is also really matter. How do I supposed to develop this app? Okay, at somewhat somewhere I will gonna have some sort of amount of people will gonna work on my company or work on my app and things like that. How do I supposed to kind of like, I have to give them salary? Where that money came from? Obviously that money came from my content creation. Okay, so basically also I'm not actually expecting so much amount of money from the content creation, and I will not gonna earn so much amount of money from the content creation too. That is true, but just like that ki I might have some sort of, I will gonna earn some sort of amount of money from content creation. Whatever the money, I'm not actually expecting too much. Okay, yeah, but whatever the money, it can kind of like a sustain me to survive. This is kind of like something expecting. That's it. Okay, if content creation, because of the content creation, if I'm earning money, and because of this earning money, I'm kind of like a simply sustain myself, as well as kind of like a simply my business and things like that. That's it. Okay, yeah, probably I don't know what will gonna happen in the future. Okay, yeah, I didn't really see the future. I don't know what will gonna happen. So important thing is that, and one thing I realize regarding about my life and been through and everything, just keep doing, just keep improving, just keep hustling. That's it. Yeah, it's just like you don't know what will gonna happen in the future. You don't know what will thing happen. You just, yeah, there is a one thing that I am actually understand from my life is that ki the day that you have, make this day as much as productive as you can. That's it. Okay, you just can't decide future, you just can't change your past, you just have today and make it today as productive as I can, and that's I'm bit really focus on. Okay, yeah, I'm not really sure, maybe like I think that it will take maybe 2 year or 3 year, or maybe it will take me 5 year or more than that. What will gonna happen? Right now my age is almost 22. Okay, yeah, when will I earn when will I earn money? Like you just imagine that ki within a 5 year I'm not really earning any amount of money. So within a 5 year, that means my age would be almost like a 37. Okay, yeah. So just imagine a 37-year-old guy who is living with parents and not earning any money. How fuck was that? Right now I'm still really kind of like a something ashamed of myself that I'm 32 living with my parents and not earning money. Okay, yeah. So basically the like I'm not really ashamed, okay, about me. Yeah, I'm kind of like a somebody that I accept my failure and things like that, and I accept the whatever the fucked up happened in my life. I am taking the entire responsibility of myself. Okay, yeah, but I'm hoping for do best in my life, and yeah, but still age and everything is still a kind of like a something matter, because I'm living in such a society where like a where kind of like assembly all those things are considerable. Okay, yeah, like I'm not gonna live in New York and things like that where kind of like assembly at the age of 40 you can do anything at all. Like people are very open up over there. Okay, but I'm living in India, and as also I'm living in kind of like a local city where everything is kind of like assembly associated with the um associated with the community and kind of like a religious perspective and things like that. So yeah, so whatever. Okay, yeah, but still you understand the gravity of it. Okay, I'm 32 living with my parents, not earning any money. How much there is like a my parents, my mother always every day is kind of like a something giving me lecture or everything regarding about what is actually doing with the life and stuff like that. And just I am kind of like used to with this thing. I'm just used to with this thing. I just kind of like a nod and things, and that's it. I just do my work. That's it. Okay, whatever. These are kind of like a stuff, but yeah, like I'm like I wanted to kind of like somebody express the stuff that I wanted to say, because basically the today I didn't really record the artifact is because of that. I'm just kind of like a facing lot of kind of like a negativity and things like that inside of me. Okay, yeah, because today I feel like that. Today I feel something like that something like that something like that a failure. Okay, yeah, failure of all those decisions that I took in my life and things and that. And like I don't know what exactly happened now. Um, okay, let's just take off the burden. Okay, yeah. I was kind of like somebody doing my work. Okay, yeah. And then my mother is kind of like a talking to my brother regarding about my life, regarding about like basically how I destroy my life and things like that by choosing this YouTube career and stuff like that. I know my parents are didn't really understand the YouTube and things like that. Okay, yeah. But if like when your parents are not believing your craft and they are kind of like a talking something about that key you can't do it, or basically I means me that key I can't be do something like that, basically I would be not a kind of like a something person would get success in my life. So it is something really something um uh, something feel wrong, basically I am not actually expecting any good thing from everyone. Okay, yeah. But I am actually expecting something that ki okay, like my parents are not really expecting that ki I would be something like success person or not, but at least have a hope. Okay, yeah. Or something that ki just trust your child or something like that. But still now I'm like basically if I want to think from my parents point of perspective, they are also really correct. Okay, yeah, because just think from them point of perspective. Now you are 32 living with them and not earning money, from them point of perspective you are really fucked up person, na. And that is true, yeah, you are his child and you just kind of thinking that ki, why does your parents are think about yourself and talking to other person regarding about this and stuff. Yeah, it kind of really crippled me. Yeah, right now I'm actually kind of from a little bit of thick skin somehow somewhere, but something is not, because I don't know. Yeah, I think that is a phase of life. It's a um it's a phase of life. I don't know, it's just like that ki every day comes with a good and bad. Okay, yeah, experience, and you just learn from it probably. Okay, yeah. Right now my illness, speaking of tone, little bit of change, I'm a little bit of emotional, but not whatever, just I choose this life, dude. It's just like that ki I know things will happen good. i I believe in myself, and yeah, I just believe in myself, that's it. Okay, yeah. The price that I'm paying for this belief is much more bigger than just dude, just if you wanted to cry, just let it cry. Nah, just no, I don't want to cry. Males don't really cry. What the fuck were you saying? Look, a basically you are the humans now. You have emotions, and sometimes emotions are kind of taking control of the human brain and things like that. It's really essential to let it go, let it express yourself. Yeah, I am expressing with the artifact and things like that. Why the fuck I'm kind of talking about this thing? Yeah, but just express. If you wanted to cry, just let it be, dude. It's just like that, na ki, um, there is some sort of societal rule. Okay, yeah, beings like that, being a man or being a man are shouldn't supposed to be cry. Okay, yeah, I know from ethical point of perspective, we are humans, we are the man, we are kind of like a somebody person. We should supposed to be expressed. We shouldn't supposed to be kind of like a somebody let, we should supposed to be let go our emotions and things like that, as a kind of like a women or girls do. Okay, yeah. But I'm a man, I have kind of some egoistic point of perspective as a male, that I shouldn't supposed to be cry. Even if kind of somebody at the peak, no, I am not gonna cry. So yeah, this is what is it. And basically what is actually kind of a point of perspective, na. Yeah, a cry is kind of something, yeah, it's a kind of some uh, emotional experience or things like that. But I kind of taking it kind of something as a matured point of perspective. Yeah, like a basically why we are cry is because of something happened bad with you. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, yeah, consequences or things like that. Okay, yeah. whatever the bad is actually happened with me is because of the consequences, is because of the kind of like a decision that I took in the past and things like that, वगैरह वगैरह. And that's why I'm kind of like assembly facing all those kind of like assembly consequences, and that's why I'm feeling really bad and things like that. I blame myself. Okay, yeah, I accept my failure. I'm been accept this thing, like I already accept my failure and things like that. I move on, I understand, and I'm kind of like a simply putting kind of like a effort for my future. Okay, yeah, future is little bit away, like maybe it will take maybe 2 3 4 5 years, I'm not really sure, but I'm putting it every single day and it will gonna work. Till then I just have to hold myself, hold my emotions and things like that. It will definitely gonna work because I believe in myself. The fuck is believe? Yeah. Sometimes I just like I don't know. Like do you think that ki other people are kind of like somebody as much as they believe in themselves that they I don't know, dude. Yeah, I just can't control other people's minds. I don't know what is actually happening in their mind and things like that. It just I don't know. And basically, just important thing is that ki it's your life. Is you should supposed to be control your life, not like basically. I just understand our perspective is that ki in your entire bit of lifetime you just have to control only you and yourself. That's it. You can't control your wife or girlfriend or like your father, mother, child, nothing really at all. You have a little bit of empathy regarding about all those peoples, and you also kind of like a think that ki, yeah, they should supposed to do this or do that, but in the end it matters kind of like a somebody person. Yeah, like basically we kind of like a somebody meant to be share our happiness. Okay, yeah, but we cannot share a sadness. We cannot share as a human, we cannot share something really a wrong thing happened with us. Yeah, like a little bit of sympathy you will gonna get from people, yeah, definitely, but the deep impact other people can't even feel that thing. So so it is what it is, dude. It is kind of like a something that key natural thing probably. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, I am kind of like a whoa. Well, this Monday there is a kind of like a some big drop in temperature. Right now I'm seeing the 5 day forecast and I'm kind of like a seeing that ki this Monday means like that the 16th of June there will be heavy rainfall and the temperature would be almost like a 30 degrees Celsius top, and the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. So that is really good. Like I really like rain. Okay, yeah. So if the rain is actually happened, that would be really good. Yeah, because it's really hot in here, legit hot. All right. So should I talk about kind of like a business related question? Okay, yeah. Let's talk about not really that much. It's a very basic questions. It's not really that big. Okay, yeah. Okay. So what is actually question? Wait. Where is my question? Okay, yeah. Question is, should I start physical shop or online business? Okay, what is actually this question? Well, this question is actually meant for kind of like something a business related question, because as I mentioned, I wanted to establish a business and things like that. So I need to make sure that the information that I have regarding about business I should supposed to be aware of all the situation and things like that. All right, yeah. So if I wanted to establish the physical shop or online shop, what is actually your opinion? What is actually stuff? Okay, yeah. Like just compare two things. Okay, what is actually physical shops, advantage, disadvantage, everything. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about physical shop. Okay, yeah. What is actually advantages that you will gonna get from the physical shop? Okay, first of all is that when you have a physical shop, you have complete control of everything regarding about what is actually customer is actually thinking. Means like that. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah. So if the customer is entered in your shop, okay, yeah, very much high chances that customer should supposed to be buy something from your shop, almost like a 70%. Yeah, that is really good thing. In online there is a kind of like a something inverse, means like that 70% might 30% might gonna buy, 70% will not gonna buy if that particular person in online. But if that particular person in offline, means like that person kind of like came to your shop, 70% chances that that person might gonna buy some sort of thing. Okay, yeah, so that is really good question, good thing. Okay, another thing is that ki, uh, you can convince people. Yeah, legitly convince people, and that is really good thing. In the online, you can't convince to the people. You can't convince them to kind of like buy this, buy that, or no, nothing at all. In the online shop, you can convince them, as well as you can kind of like something like that ki, let go customer beyond the budget. It means that, okay, yeah, so basically in the like if I wanted to buy a pair of jeans, okay, yeah, like if I wanted to buy a jeans, I went to online, okay, yeah, I'm just look for kind of like a only buy a jeans under 500 rupees, okay, yeah, which is okay, yeah, okay. But if I went to store, I might gonna buy almost like a 700 or 800 rupees of jeans, okay, yeah. Why? Because of that ki the online, like basically the shop owner is kind of like somebody showing me such a jeans which is kind of like suddenly really good in fabric. Another thing is that ki convincing power, like basically if the person is actually in front of you, that person kind of like somebody convince you regarding about buy this jeans or buy this that or something like that. Okay, yeah. In online, there is no one is actually convincing. Yeah, there is kind of like something, so many things and something like that. But still, in the online, convince like basically you can't convince to the customer. Okay, but in offline you can't convince. Okay, and you can let go that customer beyond the budget. Okay, yeah, means like that if that particular customer has a budget of 500 rupees, you can extend that budget, like legitly you can extend that budget, like you can kind of like say this thing, sir, you can't buy this is a 500 rupees of jeans. It might not gonna worth it for like a basically for maybe 3 months, 4 months, or maybe like a couple of weeks or couple of months later, that jeans might not gonna look good. Okay, so instead of buy these jeans which cost almost like 800 rupees, and as a human point of perspective, we are kind of like a simply person who easily kind of like a simply convinced by someone else. Okay, yeah, yeah, like basically our buying choices is kind of like a something different according to the person. Okay, yeah, technology can't convince us. Like basically there are so much trending, you can put a lot of trending content things and what is that stuff, like you just kind of like do deep analyzing regarding about what is that customer want and things and everything, but still you can't convince that much. As a person, as a human can convince other human is much more bigger than machine, much more bigger than machine. Okay, yeah, so yeah, like in online sector, in offline sector, like if you are kind of like somebody selling some sort of stuff, okay, in store or things like that, you can convince people. Okay, yeah, and basically yes, that is a really good thing. Okay, yeah. um there is also bad thing too. Okay, yeah, means like that ki you are kind of like somebody have a store, so that means the customer that will came to your store which is kind of like a close to you or nearby to you. Okay, yeah, means like that ki people will not gonna travel 200 300 kilometer from their city to your city and come to your store. No, nothing at all. It won't happen at all, nothing at all. Okay, yeah. But in online sector, that is a really good thing, because online means like that store is actually at your pocket. You just have to open up this thing and you have a store. Okay, yeah. And your customer might be came out from another state or another city or another country. Yeah, like legitly, like basically online has a power to kind of like a something. Your shop is always be there 24/7 whenever you want. You just have to open that store, whatever stuff that you wanted to buy, you just buy it, and within a couple of days that kind of like a some store, that kind of like a product will came to you. Okay, where are you? Even whatever the things where you live. Okay, yeah, like if there is kind of like a service is actually available, it's not that key you just kind of like living in jungle and then you are buying some sort of stuff. This will not gonna happen. Okay, obviously you are kind of like a somebody live at somewhere where service or maybe the online service are kind of like these people are kind of like giving the delivery service. Okay, yeah, obviously. Okay, but still it's a really good, okay, having online thing. That means you can have so many customer, like basically like not only your city but state, your country, with or like a basically like a international. Yeah, it could be possible. So that is really good thing. That is really good thing with the online shop. But in the offline shop, that is really problem. That means that you just have a kind of like a some people who actually came to your shop is kind of like a some people who actually living or close by. Okay, yeah. uh, Another thing is that yes, you have to maintain the staff. Okay, like basically if you are kind of like somebody opening the shop in offline, you have to kind of like have a maintain the staff or have a staff regarding about the accountant, regarding about the person, regarding about the cleaner, everything the okay, yeah. In the offline there is nothing really at all. Like basically you just kind of develop a kind of like a some system or kind of like application do the everything by itself. Okay, yeah. Like maybe kind of like a somebody, maybe one or two kind of like a somebody person which is kind of like a sit inside in the customer service, but rest of the thing is actually happen online in the online sector. Okay, yeah. But if you are kind of like a have a offline store, it might kind of like a some hassle to maintain the staff as well as maintain the cleanliness and things like that. Okay, you have to pay some sort of amount of money to them, to salary and something like that. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing. If you wanted to invest money on offline, you need a lot of money. Okay, yeah. If you wanted to kind of like a something establish a shop online, then it doesn't really take that much amount of money. Okay, like a basically building app and website, that's it, doesn't really cost that much. It can easily open. Okay, yeah. By the way, in online sector there is also problem too, like a competition. Yeah, there is a lot of competition. Facebook, sorry, Flipkart, Amazon, these are kind of like assembly things. And as well as the customer is kind of like assembly not willing to pay a kind of like assembly new site or new website. Okay, yeah, means like that. Like basically if I wanted to buy some sort of stuff, I usually go to the Flipkart and Amazon. I am like a really hesitate to buy some certain stuff from any random site because there is a lot of scam and things like that. Okay, so your website, it should supposed to be integrated with the Facebook, or sorry, your website should supposed to be integrated with the Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, or you kind of like somebody selling some sort of product through Amazon or Flipkart, which is kind of like something really good because most of people are trust that particular website. Yeah, uh, most of people don't really want to trust your website because you are not really that much popular. Okay, yeah. So competition is really high also within your website. Like basically if you are kind of like somebody making a protein shake. Okay, yeah, and you are kind of like selling the protein shake through the Amazon. In the Amazon there are multiple seller who is actually selling the protein shake. Okay, yeah. So what kind of like difference between your protein shake and other people protein shake? That's like a very huge difference and stuff like that. So there is lot of stuff, lot of things and that little ups and downs and something like that. So yeah, each has kind of like a something pros and cons. Okay, yeah. But as a kind of like a something person, okay, yeah, you can kind of like a something get the best of both the world. What do you mean by that? Okay, yeah. Like there is a kind of like a something that, what is actually in US company, what is actually name? Walmart is a, yeah, Walmart. Is it Walmart? I'm not really sure. Walmart or something like that. It's a e-commerce website, by the way. Okay, yeah. So it's a in a United States, by the way. Okay, yeah. So Walmart is a kind of like a something e-commerce website. Okay, yeah. At the beginning they are kind of like a something selling some sort of stuff online. Okay, yeah. When they have some sort of capital, they kind of like invest that money to buy some sort of outlet or kind of like build some sort of outlet in entire United States. Okay, yeah. So basically what is actually happened that key, they not only get the profit from the online, but as well as kind of like getting the kind of like some conviction rate to the customer and kind of like build the trust. Okay, yeah. So basically Walmart is a kind of like a company where taking the advantage from the both the world, not only online but as also offline. And as also people are kind of like something so much convinced or so much kind of like have a trust regarding about that company that key, they don't really kind of like think about that. They just, if they wanted to buy anything, they just go to the just Walmart and just buy some sort of stuff. Is it I'm not really sure, is it Walmart or something like that? Let me Google it. It's a Walmart, na? I just seen the logo. I'm Walmart. Okay, yeah. Is it that company? Yeah, this is that company. Yeah, Walmart. Walmart is a kind of like assembly company who is established, uh, first established as a kind of like assembly online, then it kind of like a spread through offline in United States. Mostly, Walmart is actually happened in United States, US. Okay, yeah. There is some sort of outlets are available in India and other countries too, but still I think I'm not really sure the information regarding about the Walmart, but still I heard somewhere something, but I think that this might be something really right. Whatever, so this is what I information regarding about the business and something like that. You just have to find out what is actually your product, what is actually service. Okay, and you just have to work towards that. All right, is it thank you.